What's up, what's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and I made some delicious pulled pork. With the holidays coming up, I'm getting a little bit lazy here, and I thought I'd get some pork just ready to go. That way I can make some easy quesadillas or tacos, simple nachos, or an easy pulled pork sandwich. So make sure you like and subscribe. Come on along for the fun. I'm firing up the offset smoker with some oak wood. Then I'm grabbing this delicious pork shoulder. I picked it up at Costco and I just cut it in half because I don't need an entire Costco pork shoulder for just me and my wife. That's ridiculous. Then I hit it with some Cuso's dry rub. I'm using both gravel and dirt today. I find both of these together help me build a really good, intense bark. I find a nice, intense bark is something that's great to achieve when you're making pulled pork. It really adds that kind of burnt end crustiness that I really enjoy here. So as you can see, I'm making sure to get this pork shoulder fully coated on all sides. That's what's really important. Also, make sure you give it a little love tap, just like that. Now that we got things nice and smoky, and the offset smoke is running at about 275 degrees, it's time to throw this on. Now, I'm going to face the fat cap towards the firebox. That can take a little more heat. And as it cooks, you see here, I threw on a blocking log as well. That kind of removes that intense direct heat right from the firebox. Helps it protect a little bit more, and so it doesn't end up burning. But as you can see here, I've been spritzing it regularly, making sure to try and form that crust as best as possible. Here I am running my offset smoker, getting that clean smoke running through. You can see I got that oak wood on my firebox, just rip roaring along. I think at this point I'm running around 300, and I actually have that open just to make sure it doesn't go any higher. I would prefer to be 250, 275. Most of this cook was 275, but yeah. As you can see here, we're about 4 or 5 hours into this cook. That bark is really setting in. I'd even set in a bit more and a bit more intensely too as well. I'm gonna pull it off here very shortly, move it into a tin foil pan with some onions and garlic. I'm also gonna throw a bunch of barbecue sauce on there. This is just one of the ways I really enjoy doing pork, very simple and flavorful. So I grabbed some Earl's apple molasses barbecue sauce and I literally coat the entire thing, top it with tin foil, throw it back on the smoker, and it's running, like I said, at about 275 at this point. Now, this is going until we hit like an internal temperature of like 190, 200, like 195, 200 or so. So I have my ThermoPro instant read pen here. You can see there, it's hitting that perfect 200 degrees. The firebox is rip roaring over there in the background. That instant read thermometer is accurate and reading that perfectly. So now I know I'm off.
This thermometer made this really easy. It's like -5 out here right now up here in Canada. It's really cold, but I've been making sure to keep this at like 275. This pulled pork's been on here for like 9 hours, so just this instantly read it at 200 degrees. Super pumped. Gonna pull it off now. It's perfect.
I'm all sorts of excited. As you can see here, that barbecue sauce cooked in a little bit more than I was expecting. It's almost like we got a nice, crust on the outside that was a little more crusty, but hey, I'm not too worried about it. As I rip this all apart, it's getting juicy tender. You can see all that pink in there from the smoke ring. This is looking fantastic. I'm actually pretty stoked on this. Really, really good cook here in my opinion, even though I hardly paid attention because I was able to just kind of go out and poke at it with that ThermoPro instant read pen. Pretty stoked on that. So as you can see here, after mixing everything together, getting everything mixed around, it's nice and juicy. This was absolutely delicious. The flavor came through perfectly and it was just incredible. So if you like this recipe or any of my videos, make sure you're liking and subscribing. I'm putting out new recipes all the time. So thanks again for watching. Take care and stay safe.